Okay, we'll start. Yes, good morning all of you. How are you? All fine, very good. So, today we will be taking different topics. In the previous classes we have already started with the approach for essay writing. We are already done with this particular part. Okay, so today, before I proceed into my main agenda or the main subject, let me take you to some ongoing issue. Clear? Ongoing issue has to be first of all settled. Na? So that is highly expected in our upcoming examination, the very recent current part also. So have you people heard about something called AGNIPATH or Agniveer? Clear? So take it as the most important area, and from this definitely there can be a possibility. Clear? Definitely there is a possibility of asking an essay also, asking an argument also, and asking a report also. तीनों भी संभावना है. It's not like only essay can be asked or only argument. Anything can be asked from this particular agenda. Clear? And my favorite, if Agnipath is asked, I will be very much curious to write about the argument. Clear? You should also enjoy writing an argument for the ongoing dispute known as Agnipath. Okay, so what actually is this? What exactly is this? Any idea I've got? I think today, yesterday, and from the last few days, you will be going through this particular update itself. Okay, क्या सुना है इसके बारे में?
Sir, under this scheme, the basic idea is
Very good. So the Agnipath is mainly aimed for the youth to join the Tridal. Tridal is nothing but Army, Air Force and Navy. Tridal is nothing but Army, Air Force and Navy. Okay. So basically, whoever are willing or wishing to join the Tridal forces between the age group of 17 and a half years to 21 years and also 23 years for certain other services are actually seen eligible for this. ठीक है? उसी के साथ another important point that needs to be noted is that this is a short service. Clear? Short service which will be available only for a period of 4 years. Clear? कितने साल का रहेगा ये? 4 साल के लिए रहेगा. ठीक है? Along with this, monthly salary, clear, monthly salary initially will be 30,000 rupees, out of which 70% can be taken in hand, यानी अपने अकाउंट में जाएगा, और बाकी 30% will be contributed towards the later benefit. यानी 4 साल बाद जो भी आपको बेनिफिट मिलेगा उसके लिए बाकी 30% कॉन्ट्रीब्यूशन लिया जाएगा. यानी हर every month, clear, 7,000, 9,000, 9,500 likewise there will be certain contribution made. ठीक है? पूरा कितना साल का सर्विस है ये? 4 years का सर्विस. ठीक है? So what is the rank here? 4 साल के बाद कुछ प्रमोशन वगैरह मिलके कुछ रैंक मिलेगा उनको? कुछ भी रैंक नहीं है. There is no rank at all. They will be known by a single rank known as Agniveer. क्या बताया मैंने? Agniveers. They will be known as Agniveer. There is nothing like नायक, सुबेदार, लैंसक. Likewise कोई रैंक इसका नहीं होता है. ठीक है? इसी के साथ another important point is during the tenure कितने साल का है? 4 साल का tenure है. ठीक है? During the tenure, if at all there is a risk happened, ठीक है, कोई कुछ भी रिस्क होता है and the person is dead, ठीक है, शायद हो जाता, then 48 lakhs will be given as a insurance. और ये जो 48 लाख है दिस विल बी अ नॉन कॉन्ट्रीब्यूटरी इंश्योरेंस. क्या बताया मैंने? नॉन कॉन्ट्रीब्यूटरी इंश्योरेंस, यानी आपको हर मंथ इसके लिए कुछ कंट्रीब्यूशन, लाइफ इंश्योरेंस के लिए कंट्रीब्यूशन करने का कोई ज़रूरत नहीं. और इसी रिस्क में इफ अ पर्सन इज बिकमिंग परमानेंटली डिसेबल्ड, क्या बताया? परमानेंटली डिसेबल हो जाता तब उसको कितना मिलेगा? 44 लाख. कितना मिलेगा? 44 लाख will be given to the person who is permanently disabled. Okay, so this is also seen non contributory. ये भी कैसा है? non contributory. Clear? So this is altogether another important point needs to be noted here is that अग्निपथ में 4 साल के बाद after 4 years 25% will be taken to the permanent commission. ठीक है, 25% को परमानेंट किया जाएगा. कितने साल के लिए? 17 साल के लिए. For how many years में? For 17 years they will be made permanent and remaining 75% should quit. क्या करना है? इसको बाहर जाना है. And these 25% are those who have shown enormous ability, skill during the training, after training also and during their job also. ठीक है. One more thing, during the 4 years, ठीक है, 4 साल का जो समय रहता है अग्निवीर्स का, during this period of 4 years, another important point needs to be noted is that you will be given a 4 month of paid leave. कितने महीने का लीव मिलेगा? 4 महीने का पेड लीव मिलेगा. Clear? Along with that, you will also be given 8 months of non-paid leave. 8 months of non-paid leave. ठीक है. पूरा ट्रेनिंग कितने महीने का रहेगा? 6 months of training period. 6 months of training period. Clear? So this is the overall agenda announced by the Honorable Defence Minister Rajnath Singh. Okay. But let us understand what exactly is the ongoing controversy. ठीक है. ये बस what Rajnath Singh has been supposed to display, मतलब वो क्या कहना चाहते हैं according to the Agnipath scheme is this agenda. ठीक है. Now tell me what is the controversy here?
Students are protesting that after serving for 4 years, 75% will be has to quit. They are not getting permanent job.
Okay.
And when those people who are preparing for written and medical all those years.
Okay.
Now they will not get that chance because earlier they had
So
got.
the main concern is only regarding the job security
Okay.
as per today.
Okay.
And secondly, after 4 years, they were having less opportunity as compared to as they were having after
Okay.
completing their graduate after 12. So for those who are joining this Agniveers at the age of 22 or might be 23, after 4 years, they will be in the same situation or at the same position at 27 what they were at 22.
Okay. हाँ बोलो.
So they were having less opportunity as well.
ठीक है. One more important thing what Rajnath Singh have been trying to convey in this is if this is implemented properly by the year 2026 Indian army will be the youngest army.
Yes, sir, reducing the average age.
ठीक है. अभी आर्मी एयरफोर्स में जो सर्व कर रहे हैं उनका एवरेज एज यदि देखा जाए तो वो है 33 इयर्स. उससे कम करके हम कम से कम 26 साल तक उसको लेके आएंगे. ठीक है. विद इन अ पीरियड ऑफ 4 years वी विल मेक द एवरेज एज ऑफ द आर्म्ड फोर्सेस सर्विंग इन इंडियन आर्मी विल बी मेड हाउ मेनी ईयर्स? 26 ईयर्स तक उसको कम किया जाएगा. ठीक है. ये भी एक बेनिफिट है. हाँ अब बताओ. हाँ प्लीज़.
Sir, there was, according to this, there was that according till 2032, that this 25% could be 50%.
यस.
The retention rate.
करेक्ट. मतलब जो परमानेंट किया जाएगा. वेरी गुड. और कुछ?
एक्सपीरियंस लोग तो कम हो गए हैं ना.
हाँ अभी देखेंगे. Have you all noted down this? What is the idea of this particular? In fact, I'll dictate also, don't worry.
Sir, and one of the benefits.
हाँ हाँ बात करेंगे. Let us talk now about the advantages, disadvantages, pros and cons, because which is the highly predicted title of your argument this year. Let us take up that. Now, you know everything about argument. Clear? What do you mean by an argument?
We are discussing something.
Argument is nothing but a kind of a debate on any matter. ठीक है, not just AGNIPATH, but on any matter. You'll be debating among your friends. ठीक है, be it on reservation, be it on caste system, be it on 3 farm bills. ठीक है, some of your friends will be pro BJP, some may be pro Congress. So likewise, there can be definitely some discussions be made. Yes or no?
Yes.
So you will be doing that particular discussion. Yani you will be giving certain insights. For example, if you are supporting the higher education, like masters or PhD, your friend may be supporting only the graduation. So your friend will be giving certain points why he support only graduation. You will be giving certain points why we need masters. Your friend may be supporting why we want caste system or why we want reservation system. You will be giving certain points why we don't want reservation system. होता है नहीं होता है सर? लेकिन आर्गुमेंट राइटिंग में एग्जामिनेशन में क्या होता है, आपका फ्रेंड का रोल और आप खुद का रोल दोनों भी आपको प्ले करना पड़ेगा. इट इज यू who will have to play both the roles of your friend also and you also. That is, you should give both disadvantages also as well as advantages also. Clear? You should give that idea. Now let us take up our agenda of today. Okay, I have said the scheme. What we are discussing? AGNIPATH. So somebody who came late, we have started about AGNIPATH. What is the idea or what is the agenda of AGNIPATH we have discussed, and right now we are in a process of understanding what are the pros and what are the cons. Okay, so you would have gone through, since you have late sitting in your metro or bus, you would have seen the news today. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
ठीक है, अब बताओ, what according to you are the pros?
Government opportunities for the youngsters.
हाँ,
Especially
Help army to maintain young soldiers.
very good. Clear? Maintain the youth profile of armed forces. Very good. Or
So every youth get a chance to serve in the army.
So giving discipline youth to the private sector.
okay, just wait. Opportunity to youth get enhanced. ठीक है, 4 साल बाद recruitment will be easier. और कुछ?
Improve budget locations.
हाँ,
Expenditure.
सर वही एक्सपेंडिचर थोड़ा कम हो जाएगा.
And it will help in the modernization of the Indian armed forces.
burden on the government get reduced. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Very good.
So to be able to say defense burden, not the overall burden, yes, particularly right defense burden.
हाँ वही. और कुछ?
Improve sir health sector and sir poverty sector.
How?
So when they get the salaries, basically sir the poor class or the middle class families, students, children are go to the this scheme. And their basic structure will be enhanced.
Okay. Improve quality of life, है ना? of अग्निवीर्स. और कुछ?
Sir, it also gives the youth the 10th and 12th certificates, like
Huh.
who are not able to study class 12. They
Okay.
get the opportunity to complete their class 12.
Very good. Qualification certificates shall be provided. Pros बताना, pros.
So, so army gets the opportunity to recruit such candidates which are well qualified and which are better in the army, because 25% of soldiers the army retains based on their merit.
Okay.
So they get the soldiers which are good in terms of merit.
अभी भी तो वही कर रहे हैं.
हाँ 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 हाँ. ठीक है. हेलो हेलो हेलो. और कुछ?
Sir, I don't know how to say it in single word, but the candidate whose age is 18, 19, he might be just 12 pass. And after completing the tenure of 4 years, he will get chance, he will get exposed to many other good sectors also where they will get reservation.
अच्छा, आफ्टर रिटायरमेंट बोल रहे हैं.
Yeah.
ठीक है. हाँ.
He will get chance.
Increase number of opportunities post retirement. ठीक है.
So they get reservation in other government exams like like CAPF and police courses.
Okay. वही ना, opportunity both are same. और कुछ? Don't you think it is a transformative step by Indian Army? मतलब whatever is the existing system, उसको कुछ transform करने का कोशिश. Don't you think army is taking this? Clear? It is a transformative step. और एक point what he have said, we can write like 25% merit shall be seen picking up or shall be picked up. 25% of the merit shall be seen picked up. ठीक है. अब बताना cons.
So it reduce the size of the army.
कैसे?
So because it stop the regular recruitment which are conducted by the army.
Sir, it will reduce the experience of Indian Army comparatively to what we have now.
Experienced soldiers have been reduced.
So this is to provide a less number of opportunities for permanent position.
Yes, 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 yes. Clear? Reduce the experienced personnel, है ना? That is staff. Very good. और कुछ?
So I just asked, sir, if this concept is prevalent in India, because having such a huge population, this kind of concept is prevalent in Israel, in smaller countries where the issue of population for going army.
Very good. Joining Indian Army in our country is both service and job. ठीक है? Joining Indian Army is both service as well as the job. ठीक है? सुनो. होता क्या है? This was a kind of an initiative very very successful in Israel. And in Israel, it is said that it is compulsory for at least one person in a family to serve the forces. While in India, if we look at the same scenario or the similar scenario, we are planning to take annually कितना है? ठीक है, 46,000 अग्निवीर्स को रिक्रूट कर रहे हैं हर साल. This is the target. 46,000 अग्निवीर्स all across the country. Comparative to our population, what we are recruiting does not match at all. ठीक है, it's very very minimal or very very low. Clear? So in India, somebody who joins army, especially if you speak about the states like UP, Bihar or Tamil Nadu or Madras, clear? There what happened? What is the scenario? if you wear a uniform, you will remove the uniform only after 20 years. So it is not just service but also a security to the family. Yes or no? इसलिए बोल रहा हूँ, it is both job and service, security to the family as well. But here the security comes only for 4 years, okay, which will be of very minimal use or the minimal benefit to the family altogether. Okay? This can be the con point written. Okay? Indian Army, joining Indian Army in our country is considered both as a job and service. So the job security is seen missing. कैसे प्रेजेंट करेंगे इसको? Security of the job is
Sir, I have one question, sir.
missing.
So after the implementation of this AGNIPATH scheme, will the regular recruitment will be conducted like it was conducted earlier?
That's the reason actually protests are going on. Clear? Because
Last 3
Like
years,
the airman exam results.
So they have been for last 3 years they have been no rallies. I think these are the small signs from their defense that it will be the final.
Yes, sir.
yes, exactly, that's what I'm trying to convey. But there is no clarity given yet
But sir, the
on
airman
this.
But
exam
you
has
can
been
see
cancelled.
there are certain exams, only written exam were left for certain candidates who are already qualified the rank
Correct.
and medical, but the written have been officially cancelled by the Indian Army.
Yes.
That this exam will be not conducted.
Correct.
So the presently an airman exam is also.
Yeah, they're there in hold. Clear? And one more thing. When you speak about the cons, और एक चीज़ इधर आपको ध्यान रखना है. All the recruitment shall happen in all India class basis. समझना जरा ध्यान से. All India class. What do you mean by all India class? The meaning is that you can be allotted to any regiment. For example, what do you mean by regiment?
There are certain regiments in army.
Why we have regiments? Clear? We have regiments because of the British. Yes or no? British came to India and to strengthen the local power within the local areas. Are you getting this? To strengthen the local power within that particular local area, we have brought the concept of regiment. कहने का क्या मतलब हो गया? For example, British have occupied Madras. ठीक है? This is Madras, and this Madras issues, the local geography, the local history will be known to the localites only. Yes or no? That is the reason they have created Madras Regiment, Rajputa Regiment, Nepal Regiment. Likewise, to know the local, to recruit the locals. लेकिन अभी क्या कह रहा है Defense Ministry? They are saying that we will be recruiting on all India class basis. This can be another con, another disadvantage. Because somebody from Rajasthan serving in Madras Regiment may not know the local condition. Somebody from Madras serving in Nepal Regiment may not know the local conditions altogether. Because he is young, very young. 18, 19 मतलब बच्चा है वो. Yes or no? So उनको इतना ज़्यादा जितना भी ज़्यादा ट्रेनिंग दो उसको पता नहीं चलता. ठीक है? और एक चीज़ अभी कुछ देर पहले भी मैंने कहा था, पूरा सर्विस में 4 साल में कितना महीने का ट्रेनिंग है? 6 months you will have training. ठीक है? 4 months you can take the paid leave. Yes or no? ये भी परमिसेबल है. 8 months you can take a casual leave. ये भी परमिसेबल है. मतलब पूरा कितना हो गया? देखो 8 + 4 12, 12 + 6 कितना है? 18. ठीक है? 18 months इधर हो गया. पूरा 4 साल मतलब 48 months है ना? पूरा 4 साल मतलब 48 month. ठीक है? इधर उधर घुमा फिरा के 18 महीने चले गया. कितना बचा? क्लियर? मोटा मोटा सब वो काम कितना साल करे, कितना महीने करेगा? ओनली 30 months he will be working altogether. And after working for 30 months, in fact अभी जो आर्मी का सिस्टम चल रहा है, 3 साल बाद या फिर 4 साल बाद they will be recruited to the combat or they will be recruited directly to the defense. The meaning of the point try to understand. एक्चुअल ट्रेनिंग खत्म होता है 2 या 3 साल बाद. अभी ट्रेनिंग खत्म हो रहा है 6 महीने बाद. सो यू कैन अंडरस्टैंड द लेवल ऑफ ट्रेनिंग. ठीक है. और एक चीज़, आर्मी में तो ठीक है चल जाएगा, लेकिन यदि एयरफोर्स एंड नेवी इफ यू लुक एट, they are not, see, army we can give the weapon training, but air force we cannot train on aircraft. ठीक है, वो 6 महीने में ख़त्म बिल्कुल नहीं होता है. आर यू गेटिंग दिस पॉइंट वेरी क्लियर? ठीक है, 6 month ट्रेनिंग इज 100% नॉट सफिशिएंट, नॉट इनफ फॉर एयर फोर्स एंड नेवी, बिकॉज दे नीड टू नो अंडरस्टैंड द टेक्निकलिटीज. ठीक है, वो टेक्निकलिटी समझने में कम से कम 12 से 16 महीने लगेगा. 12 to 16 months इट टेक्स टाइम. सो इफ द ट्रेनिंग कंप्लीट्स एट 16 month, उनका सर्विस कितना होगा? ओनली फॉर 1 year. सो अल्टीमेटली दिस इज नॉट एट ऑल गोइंग टू वर्क फॉर द एयरफोर्स एंड नेवी. इट मे वर्क फॉर आर्मी सिंपली.
So it will reduce the efficiency of the soldier.
दैट्स व्हाट. हाँ, ये समझ में आ गया ना सबको? सो वी कैन से रिड्यूस द एफिशिएंसी ऑफ सोल्जर्स. एक्सपीरियंस्ड पर्सन मतलब ट्रांसफर के बाद, मतलब परमानेंट के बाद. ठीक है, 4 साल काम करके निकल जाएंगे ना वो.
Sir, one more thing is there.
हाँ,
Like their willpower to serve the nation will be compromised.
सॉरी.
So their willpower to serve the nation will be compromised.
हाँ, द feeling of patriotism and respect for uniform will decrease.
Sir, one more thing is those who are preparing, those who are not intended to join army, who are preparing for paramilitary force. Now they will get more burden of reservation because these candidates will come again and they will get reservation. Already had ex-serviceman quota and other ladies quota and all those. So this will increase the burden of reservation again on general candidates, those who are not willing to join army.
Okay, okay. So what he is trying to say is, if they are coming back, 4 साल के बाद वो कुछ ना कुछ इंटरमीडिएट या फिर डिग्री लेकर के जब वो बाहर आएंगे, उस वक्त they will be seen eligible as ex-servicemen. They will have a special quota, अग्निवीर quota, in all other recruitments. उस वजह से जो रेगुलर रिक्रूटमेंट के लिए तैयारी कर रहे हैं उस पर इम्पैक्ट पड़ेगा. डेफिनेटली यस.
Sir, like after this scheme,
Huh?
the only person can get into the army as a soldier is through this scheme.
Okay.
So because there is an thing that no regular recruitment will be take place. So sir, earlier it takes around 46,000 vacancies. Earlier the recruitment is more than the 46,000, around 1 lakh in SSCGD as well. So sir, don't you think it will ultimately reduce the size of the army, because apart from this no other recruitment will be held?
So I think the SSC GD which he is saying is a different part. It's not
No, in regular recruitment is as well. There's a vacancy of around.
Hello,
1 lakh
just
to
wait, just wait,
90,000.
just wait.
There is no binding commitment from CAPF and state police that they give any reservation to trained manpower in an army.
नो क्लैरिटी येट. ओके, मतलब स्टिल सीन एज अ पायलट प्रोजेक्ट. यस और नो? क्लैरिटी इस पे ज़्यादा नहीं दिया अभी तक. स्टिल सीन एज अ पायलट प्रोजेक्ट. देखो अपना काम क्या है, व्हेन वी गेट एन आर्गुमेंट ऑन दिस पर्टिकुलर टॉपिक, वी शुड बी देयर इन अ पोजिशन टू गिव सर्टेन प्रोस, सर्टेन कॉन्स. बस अपना काम खत्म करके हम बाहर आएंगे. क्लियर ऑल ऑफ यू? वो एसएससी जीडी पे आएगा नहीं आएगा, सीएपीएफ उस पर क्लैरिटी दिया नहीं दिया, उस पर हमें कोई लेना देना नहीं है. अपन का काम क्या है, देखो स्टिल सीन एज अ पायलट प्रोजेक्ट, बस इतना लिख के बी सेफ. क्लियर ऑल ऑफ यू?
What is meant by this pilot project?
पायलट प्रोजेक्ट मतलब इट इज सीन एज अ टेम्पररी प्रोजेक्ट. क्लियर? इनिशियल प्रोजेक्ट. पायलट बेसिस बोलते हैं ना. हाँ,
Will regular recruitment take place? Because earlier in regular recruitment.
that's what I'm saying. It is still seen as a pilot project. अग्निपथ is known as a scheme. ठीक है, हिंदू न्यूज़पेपर भी आज सुबह वही लिखे, अग्निपथ is seen as a scheme. स्कीम को हमेशा हम पायलट प्रोजेक्ट जैसे ही देखा जाएगा. एंड इफ इट इज बिकमिंग MG नरेगा वाज अ स्कीम. महात्मा गांधी नेशनल रूरल एम्प्लॉयमेंट गारंटी एक्ट हर दिन का मजदूरों को 100 रुपये देने का एक कार्यक्रम था. इट्स अ स्कीम as a pilot project implemented somewhere in Maharashtra, Gujarat. Since it became successful, it is now becoming a policy. ठीक है. Midday meal was a scheme launched by Tamil Nadu. Since it became powerful and strengthened, it is now a policy. कोई भी सरकार आए मिड डे मील स्कीम को कंटिन्यू करना है, उनको कर रहे हैं ना. अग्निपथ भी वही है, स्कीम है. यदि वो सक्सेसफुली इम्प्लीमेंट होता है एंड कोई प्रोटेस्ट नहीं होता है, यूथ इसको स्वीकार करते पॉजिटिव वे में, तब वो जा करके एक पॉलिसी बन जाएगा. पॉलिसी ऑफ होम? डिफेंस मिनिस्ट्री. गेटिंग दिस पॉइंट? ठीक है. स्टिल सीन एज अ पायलट प्रोजेक्ट और द पायलट स्कीम.
Limited participation of young youth, only 7 standards.
हाँ, we can actually write one another point like may spoil the army culture. ठीक है. आर्मी को एक अल्टीमेटली एक जॉब जैसे ही देखा जाएगा आज के दिन से, बट इट इज़ नॉट पॉपुलरली सीन लाइक आर्मी कल्चर जो होता है वो थोड़ा सा स्पॉइल होने का संभावना है. अच्छा अच्छा अच्छा. नहीं, व्हाट यू आर सेइंग इज ही मे कंपेयर विद द एग्जिस्टिंग एम्प्लॉयज, एग्जिस्टिंग सोल्जर्स.
Because he's at the same rank.
Yes, sir, but
So see, one more important point which you can frame it like this is, I don't know whether we can directly use this statement or not. Annually, Defense Ministry openly creating 75% unemployment. Through it only. The ministry openly creating 75% unemployment. Every year it does happen, no?
yes, sir.
ठीक है, but I'll just get clarity with my another member whether we can use this statement or not in our examination.
I have a
Okay?
question.
हाँ, please.
The whole idea of bringing this scheme is that soldiers get retired after 20 years of service, and to reduce the government budget on the pension and all.
Yes.
So, sir, do every soldier retire after 20 years, or is there any rule that every soldier will retire after 20 years, or some of the soldiers retire after 20 years? And they thought
नहीं नहीं देखो, हाँ exactly. It is to be treated as a compulsory. 15 साल तो करना है. उसके बाद if is performing well extension मिलेगा. हाँ, that's what.
Promotions also depend.
हाँ, उसको 17 साल में भी रिटायर हो सकता है. 15 साल कम से कम SSB में you will have to work for at least 15 years. Then you will be retiring. लेकिन after 15 years you will be looking at, मतलब after all your standards and eligibilities are fulfilled.
What's that short service commission? I'm talking about that soldiers who are recruited through the rallies.
हाँ, उनके सबके साथ ही होता है.
And sir, after if he leaves before 20 years, he will not get all the benefits of army, but he will serve 20 years, then he will get all the benefits.
है बेनिफिट्स है, सब कुछ है. पेंशन 15 years, after 15 years each and every benefit will be given.
But sir, the soldiers who pass out through SSC, short service commission, they don't get the pension. Like there is a criteria that 20 years must be served to get a pension.
Officers only 20 years.
Hello. This is not applicable for soldiers. Officer rank. Clear all of you?
Yes, sir.
So pension इनको नहीं दिया जाएगा, but it is announced. Hello, it was announced that if at all any risk happens during the 4 years, they will be given कितना मिलेगा उनको? If any risk occurs within 4 years, ठीक है, 4 साल के अंदर कोई भी रिस्क होता है, and it results into a death of a soldier, then you will be getting 48 lakhs. मान के चलो सेकेंड ईयर में रिस्क हो गया, डेथ हो गया, ठीक है, और बाकी 2 साल का जो भी सैलरी है दैट विल ऑल्सो बी गिवन टू द नॉमिनी. जो भी नॉमिनी है द सैलरी विल ऑल्सो बी गिवन टू देम एज सच. इज दिस क्लियर एवरीवन? मतलब इट इज़ ऑल्सो काइंड ऑफ अ पेंशन ओनली, बट द रिस्क शुड अकर. लेकिन नॉर्मली विदाउट रिस्क the allowances will be given to the soldiers as such. So ultimately, if you speak about the entire approach or the entire idea of the government in one single line, yes, we can say it is trying to bring youth or make armed forces younger. Also, it is trying to decrease its defense expenditure. ठीक है, ये दो commitments है उनका, क्योंकि right now India is after USA and China, India is the third largest defense expenditure country. मतलब तीसरा सबसे ज़्यादा डिफेंस पे जो खर्चा करता है वो भारत ही है. एंड वी आर अ डेवलपिंग कंट्री. क्लियर? यूएसए स्पेंड कर रहे हैं मतलब उनको चलेगा, चाइना स्पेंड कर रहा है मतलब उनको चलेगा, लेकिन अपना नहीं चलता. इतना खर्चा हम नहीं कर सकते पर्टिकुलरली ऑन डिफेंस. एंड इफ़ यू अंडरस्टैंड इन इकोनॉमी और पॉलिटी ऑल्सो, डिमांड फॉर ग्रांट्स होता है. ठीक है, इन योर बजट यू विल बी स्टडिंग अबाउट द डिमांड फॉर ग्रांट्स. इन द डिमांड फॉर ग्रांट्स, हाइएस्ट डिमांड फॉर ग्रांट्स इज फॉर डिफेंस ओनली. 13 होता है. ठीक है, 13 grants are there for only defense. So we are spending a huge on defense. Definitely it has to be reduced, because right now the world has become multipolar. Multipolar matlab interdependency has increased. India is dependent on USA, USA dependent on India, again India dependent on China, China dependent on Japan. Likewise interdependency बढ़ गया. Yes or no? ये बढ़ने के वजह से do you think that the countries will ever dare to fight with each other? बहुत कम संभावना है. हाल ही के समय में देखा जाए तो if you look at in the recent times, there was Russia-Ukraine war. That too because of NATO and other forces they have fought. उनके लड़ाई में कोई भी तीसरा देश गया क्या? Is there any third country intervened or involved into that particular conflict? No, because we have become multipolar. India want Ukraine also, India want Russia also. Israel-Palestine conflict में is there any third country involved? No. But before 1945 से पहले, Second World War से पहले यदि देखा जाए तो, if there is a conflict between USA and Japan, will they go alone? No. USA will be supported by one bloc, Japan shall be seen supported by another bloc. Likewise, the countries will fight with each other, it becomes a world war. But there is no such a scope of world war right now. We are having biowars. Corona के वजह से we are entering into the scope or the scheme of biowars, but not world wars. Clear all of you? We are having IT wars, information technology. We are, brains are fighting, not the weapons right now, not the personnel, not the staff. Are you getting this point? अपन किससे लड़ रहे हैं अभी? If India is having Param, USA have brought some other supercomputer, China have brought other supercomputer. हमारा प्रयास क्या है अभी? और चाइना को बीट करना in terms of technology. What we are trying, we need to become advanced. Modernization में हमें और काम करना पड़ेगा आज के समय में. That is the fight which is ongoing right now. But it is not just a fight with a weapon or a personnel or a people. Clear all of you?
Yes, sir.
We used to take the operation, recruiting more and more soldiers. And India used to say, like for example, if something is ongoing in Sri Lanka, LTT, Liberation Tiger of Tamil Eelam, by Vellupillai Prabhakaran. During the LTT operations of Sri Lanka, we have deployed our IPKF there, Indian Peacekeeping Forces. Dadapo, approximately 20,000 people, 20,000 Indian Army staff were deployed in Sri Lanka to generate peace. Why we haven't deployed Indian peacekeeping forces in Russia, Ukraine? Because right now we are reducing that considerations. We are decreasing that idea. Clear all of you? So definitely if we are reducing our burden on defense, that burden can be shifted, that expenses can be shifted to other parts. Like Make in India is there. India is still developing country despite achieving 75th year of its independence? Why so? Why are we still called a developing country? Why not a developed country? In the entire Asia continent, there are only 2 developed countries. One is Japan and the other is Singapore. There are only 2 developed countries in the entire Asia. China भी developing है, India भी developing है. इसका कारण क्या है? Population. We have our economic size is very, very big, bigger than Singapore, bigger than Japan, but population is also big. Getting this idea? So, as a conclusive statement, definitely we can welcome this kind of an activity undertaken by the Ministry of Defence, but also at the same time you need to understand the real idea or the real fight of those aspirants who are wishing to join the Indian Army, whose main motive of the life is to join Indian Army. Okay, because there are certain families in India whose fathers or whose grandfathers have served the army and have died, have martyred, and so their son, so their grandson, so their great-grandson wanted to join the service. And because of this kind of a scheme, their motive, their intention can be shifted. 4 साल उधर काम करके मुझे कुछ नहीं मिलता unless 11.7 lakh of अग्निपथ पैकेज एक मिलता है, ठीक है. रिटायरमेंट के बाद क्या मिलेगा आपको? 11.7 लाख का एक पैकेज मिलेगा. इट्स अ लमसम अमाउंट. क्लियर? सो द यूथ may think in this way. Instead of serving the army, I could have used the same experience and same intellectuality to serve something else. I may go to abroad, I may go to a private sector, I may go to a business, I may go to a MNC, multinational companies, what not. There are multiple other opportunities available. So there can be a tendency shift from what I am to what I become. You're all there at AVKS Academy, you're all there to wear the uniform. Let us suppose the MHA, Ministry of Home Affairs, because you will fall under MHA. Ministry of Home Affairs have given a public statement, like whoever is joining CAPF will be serving only for 5 years. After 5 years, only 25% will be becoming permanent. Remaining 75% should quit the service. कितने लोग join करेंगे? How many of you will join for 5 years? Only one. देखा? Only 2. Are you getting this? So इस तरह से percentage गिरते जाएगा. The same can be the approach, the same can be the result of the scheme proposed called AGNIPATH. Clear all of you? So the idea is coming very, very clear to everyone. Okay. So just a minute, please. I'll just read some pros, read some cons given by Hindu newspaper today. If I am missing something here, then you can add it in your notes. Okay. So pros में लिखा है transformative step by armed forces. I think we are addressed that.
Yes, sir.
ठीक है, transformative step. Next, it is written like a unique opportunity to the youth. It's a unique opportunity to the youth. Youthful profile of the armed forces will be maintained. Okay? Attractive financial package to the Agniveers. Attractive financial package कितना 11.7 लाख का, उसे सेवा निधि पैकेज भी बोलते हैं. ठीक है, 11.7 लाख, दिस इज ऑल्सो नोन एज व्हाट मा, सेवा निधि package, also known as the Seva Nidhi package.
So, I have two cons. The first one is the
Cons, let me complete this now. Okay.
Tax-free.
Average age of the soldiers will now become 26 years. Average age of the soldiers shall now become 26 years. Average age of the soldier shall become 26 years. Okay. Recruit 46,000 Agnivir every year. If it is apart from general recruitment, it's a good approach. 46,000 Agnivir every year. यदि नॉर्मल रिक्रूटमेंट के अलावा 46,000 है तो ये बहुत अच्छा है. यदि नॉर्मल रिक्रूटमेंट को हटाकर केवल 46,000 को हम रिक्रूट करते हैं.
Then what's the meaning of cutting the burden? It means that it should not.
That's what. हाँ.
so it's still seen as a pilot project in that case.
Yes.
So it's a con. It's a con.
Exactly कौन. हाँ. अभी कौन देखो. We have got 6-month training is not enough for Air Force and Navy. Is this addressed?
Yes, sir.
6-month training is not enough for Air Force and Navy. At least 7 years of service should be given. कम से कम कितना साल का सर्विस होना चाहिए? 7 साल का. At least 7 years of service should be given. It weakens the military culture. It weakens the military culture. Weaken the military culture. Okay? Most of the Agnivir shall seek for second job. इधर क्या हिंदू में क्या लिखना चाह रहे हो वो देखो.
That is statement which you are using that open 75% employment.
हाँ, that is different. Actually, when you have 4 साल का सर्विस, 4 साल का टेन्यूर है आपके पास. If suppose you might have been heard about a private company or a MNC where there is a notice period. सुना कभी? Notice period का मतलब after you resign from a particular job, you should serve in that particular period. वो 3 महीने का हो सकता है, 4 महीने का हो सकता है, 2 महीने का भी हो सकता है, 15 दिन का भी हो सकता है. उस नोटिस पीरियड का मतलब कंपनी तो पे करेगा आपको, लेकिन एम्प्लॉय क्या करता है उस नोटिस पीरियड में? ही विल बी सर्चिंग फॉर द सेकेंड जॉब. मतलब इस कंपनी के बाद मैं कौन सा कंपनी में जाऊंगा. वैसे ही अग्निवीर जो रिक्रूट होते हैं इसमें, उनका 3 साल का सर्विस के बाद when he enter into the 4th year, don't you think he will be busy in searching for the second job? ठीक है. अग्निवीर shall be seen busy in searching for the other job or the second job. वो भी लिख दीजिएगा. Agniveers will be searching for the other job or the second job.
इंटरनल सिक्योरिटी के लिए हो सकता है ना.
कैसे?
So like if we will train 75% of our weapon training, combat training, and then we live in society, then they can, if they are brainwashed in some other like miscreants area, they can become very
Correct. We can write that. ठीक है. 75% unemployment created by Ministry of Defence every year. ठीक है. That we have already written. So this actually was given in Hindu newspaper today. Clear everyone? And actually your point, what you were supposed to say, internal security ka, it happens both in pros and cons. Because there was a commitment made by Rajnath Singh is that whoever are the 75% quitting, जो भी quit होता है, they will be utilized by Ministry of Telecommunication. They will be used by Ministry of Home Affairs under CAPF. Clear? CAPFs में उनको use करेंगे. Ministry of Telecommunication उनका जो infra है, यानी cell tower वगैरह जो भी है, they will be utilizing these 75% of those who have quit to secure that particular infrastructure. And Ministry of Home Affairs भी बोल दिया है कि we are going to utilize them.
मिनिस्टर कम्युनिकेशन का सिक्योरिटी गार्ड बनाया
हाँ, security guard अब बोल सकते हैं, ठीक
Even
है.
in MNC they get a job like even in MNC they will get a job like this.
हेलो, हाँ, इसके अलावा many MNCs have also come forward saying that we will recruit them post the retirement. Retirement के बाद हम भी recruit करेंगे करके MNCs ने बता दिया. Clear? This can be a pro. जैसे आपने कहा, it can also be a con because they are weapon trained, they are combat trained, उनका training हो गया है, and definitely they may join any other militant organizations if at all they are forced or brainwashed. Because 4 साल के बाद 25% को अंदर करेंगे, 75% को जब बाहर करेंगे, obviously they will be in a position to take a revenge. मतलब not all the 75%, but at least a part of them. ठीक है, they will be in this position. ठीक है?
Sir, if it would be 50% then...
Sorry?
Sir, as per the scheme, there is 25% of retail.
Correct.
Right? If it would be 50%, this asking. The protest would be all over the India. Would be
Slightly reduced actually, but still whatever the government takes a step right now, it impacts in a negative way only. Clear? The reason is still 50% will fight. Even if at all you do 75-25 also.
So, but recently the AI Chief Marshal has given a hint that by 2032, maybe after 10 years, the retention rate could be 50%.
Yeah, that,
if all goes well.
that's what I'm saying. But that may not be announced because the government may not dare to announce that right now.
Exactly, there is this hint, could be
Clear?
possible.
Because there is a huge hatred. कल मोदी जी ने भी ये कहा ना, यदि आपको मारना है, गाली देना है तो नरेंद्र मोदी को दो, लेकिन देश के संपत्ति पे कुछ मत करना, ऐसा करके he was given yesterday was addressing a public gathering. He said that if you want to attack, do attack me, but not the public. हाँ please.
Can we write?
Hello. A nation should never compromise with the personnel who make up the fighting sinews such as of its armed forces. The best way to prevent such an impression is to look upon them not as a burden to exchequer but as rough diamonds to be cut and polished to the maximum capabilities and then deployed in the defense of the nation. A diamond is forever our future men and women in uniform to deserve to serve to their maximum for the betterment of the nation. Exactly.
This can be a best conclusion for that. If
Exactly.
suppose essay comes,
Yes.
it could be the best, I think.
Very nice. Huh.
So that's the I wrote inside this article, and he was saying some 5 points. Actually, I was reading this article.
Okay.
I shared with the group also.
Okay, nice. Clear everyone? Hello. Is it okay all of you? Yes, sir. So if you get a report on Agnipath also you can manage. If you get an argument also you can manage. And if you can get an essay also, you will enjoy that particular topic. Clear?
Is there any chance that it will come because there is a very less time left for the exam, only 50 days is left. So will it come or is there any chance of it to come in a less time? Like
Yes.
50 days left?
Yes, there are high chances.
Farmers का आया था last year.
Last year farmers का आया था, उससे पहले विशाखापट्टनम गैस लीक का आया था. Clear, it was all during the less duration.
If it comes in essay, sir, just want to answer, is it a welcoming step or not?
If it comes as an essay, you can get a title like reforming step by Ministry of Defense. यहाँ पे reforming step of recruiting soldiers. Clear? इस तरह का यदि title आएगा, then definitely you need to address it like a reform step only. Because the UPSC is only accepting that it is a step or it is a reform. ठीक है. Then you cannot change your intention.
We have to be a little pro-government in that.
Yeah.
That cons can be ignored at a time. At a time, cons can be ignored. Or
Yes, cons should be ignored.
should be ignored at a time of essay.
Because UPSC is only giving you the open statement. No. ये सही है, मतलब इनडायरेक्टली यूपीएससी कहना क्या चाह रहे हैं, ये सही है, तो आप क्यों उसको गलत मानते हैं?
Can say that there are debates going on instead of saying that riots are going on in the country due to this scheme, or we can say that debates are going on, so we have to look into the
Scheme is
matter.
not
Yeah.
welcomed by everyone, we can write that.
हाँ, though it is not welcomed by everyone.
Not well.
हाँ, इस तरह से लेके जा सकते हैं आप. Clear everyone?
So in the compilation,
Can we write there that property cannot be the solution for the disagreement cannot be shown by developing the public property.
हाँ, you can use any quote like it is ongoing right now also. Those who want to become a government servant cannot damage the government property. ठीक है, पब्लिक सर्वेंट जो बनना चाहते हैं पब्लिक प्रॉपर्टी को वो डैमेज नहीं करना चाहिए प्लीज.
What are your opinion regarding this? So what are your opinion? What do you think?
अच्छा, my opinion.
Personal opinion, sir.
हाँ, if you ask my personal opinion, definitely it is not at all right approach. ठीक है, ये ठीक approach नहीं है because there are many people, there are many aspirants whom I know also, ठीक है, whom I will be training also, ठीक है, whose intention is not like a job joining our army, clear, but their intention is to serve the nation in a pure dedication, pure patriotic manner. So that may get diluted with this particular step. Okay, and in fact I was speaking to one of my colleague also. You would have seen in our AVK's panel also, Srinivas sir, who is a retired Indian Air Force person. Clear? So he was also personally saying me that this kind of a step will not work in a long run for India. It may work for Israel, but definitely not for India because of the high population.
Sir, but they have given a clear message that the main motive behind that is to reduce the burden.
Correct. Huh.
right.
But the government cannot openly say that. See, government have, in fact, Rajnath Singh have openly said that, and some 1 year back, I suppose, Ministry of Agriculture have also openly said to reduce the burden on Ministry of Agriculture to pay the MSP. This kind of a proposal may be brought. Clear, all of you? Nirmala Sitharaman, in the parliament she have said that when asked about the 3 farm bills, she have said the government's burden will be reduced. Wait. So, the government cannot openly say that. Though it is the intention, Nirmala Sitharaman cannot say that. And Nirmala Sitharaman once also said, post the 3 farm bills, onion price was rising high. The government should intervene and control that. Then when opposition party have asked, what are you doing, madam, to control the onion prices? She says, I don't eat onion. Clear? So likewise, they cannot openly give a statement in this way, like Rajnath Singh have done or Nirmala Sitharaman have done. Because to reduce the burden, if you put a burden on the public, then the public will turn out. That is what actually is happening right now also and happened way back also.
So, but we want to compete with our hostile neighbors, for example, China.
Huh.
Relatively. So can this be seen as a welcome step because they have a defense budget of around 180 billion
Correct.
as compared to India we have around 71 or 80 billion. So by reducing the debt burden and using that money in the modernization of army, force, or anything.
Yes, we can say that.
So then how exactly? So how can an individual can say that it's not a welcoming step against the public? Because on the other hand, we want to compete with China.
No, देखो, always when you are going for a comparison should happen two-ended. Okay. When I say it is to be treated as a welcoming step, definitely there is a logic behind. When it is not a welcoming step, then also there is a logic behind. ठीक है, two-way comparison हमेशा करना आपको.
So, like he's saying that 2-3 points. Like he's saying that it will reduce the government budget and it will have that budget which are using in pension and the salaries will be using in modernization. So if we look from 2013 and 14, like many defense deal which has been signed by the government, like now soldiers are getting level 3 jackets, BOP jackets and the helmets. Before this scheme, the modernization process was going on and the soldiers are getting new equipments and new technologies even in the border areas as well as in the extreme areas where they have to fight like Kashmir. So without this scheme, the modernization was taking place.
But it was not at that pace.
Clear. Yes, modernization was taking place, but our size of army is big.
But sir, like our size is around 13 to 12 lakhs. Not every person is a combat person. Like there is a supporting arm, there is an administrative wing, there is a medical wing. And every year government was saying, from 2016 or 15 government was saying, every year they will induct 1 lakh BP jackets. Like if the actual combat strength of the Indian Army is around 7 lakhs. So from 2017 till 2024, each and every soldier should have the BP jackets. Like every year government was saying that we will induct 1 lakh BP jackets and level 3 helmets. So by that the actual combat strength of the army, they will get the whole equipment.
Correct.
Without this scheme. So how it is reducing the budget? Like
No. You again see. Again I am saying the same thing. You should go for a comparison only two-ended. Okay. Like this, when I say the defense expenditure will be reduced on personnel. Getting this now? It will be reduced only on the manpower. उनका सैलरी नहीं देना पड़ेगा, उनको पेंशन नहीं देना पड़ेगा, इस तरह का रिडक्शन. लेकिन इधर जो बचाते हैं कहीं और हम स्पेंड कर सकते हैं ना.
So like the government is saying that they are reducing the budget, and so but there are other factors that through which government can earn more, can earn their revenue more. Like only 20 or 30% of the population of the country pay tax. So government should develop such a technique that each and every person get a chance to pay tax.
Yes.
Like through PSUs, government can earn profits.
Correct. See, they are all your opinions. What I am saying is, they are all your personal opinions. But here, we need to restrict ourselves to what is the policy. Okay. So like you, I may also think. Like you, I may also have multiple other opinions. I may have an opinion, why don't we sell all the forest produce and gain revenue? I may have the opinion, why don't we sell our railway land to the private sector and gain revenue? I may have an opinion, why only 40%, why not 100% of LIC should be sold? But it is again what? My personal thought or my personal opinion. Getting this? Clear all of you? Agnipath, can you manage? Yes, everyone?
Yes, sir.
Very good. Okay, next.